on Yackin Wit Yoni, we're going to recap Bulls, Cavs, and preview Bucks, Suns, as well as the new edition of True or False and the monthly premiere of Yoni on the Town. That's all right now on Yackin Wit Yoni. January the 8th edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I'm Ryan Yanishatis. Let's kick it off with recapping last night's game between the Bulls and the Cavs. The Bulls do win this one on a final 118-92. Let's go into the bullet points. First things first, they're going to be shooting for Miles. CJ Miles, what a job he's been able to do. And what a job he's stepped up and done an unbelievable job in that game. I mean, he made 5 beautiful three-pointers that were pretty far. He got the Cavaliers in this game where it was close and able to get it, but eventually in the second half is when he struggled and the whole Cavs team struggled. So a great job by the Bulls to be able to stop him, but in that first half, he was able to nail shots, keep the Cavs in that game, so a great job by him. Marco, up a comeback. Marco Bellinelli was able to get about, 12, 13, 14, 15 points off the bench in that first half to really... Because the Bulls were down by a lot at the time because they couldn't get a rhythm going, but all of a sudden they started to get that rhythm, starting nailing shots, and it was because of Marco Bellinelli. He is a big factor to this team and a big factor to that bench, and he did an unbelievable job last night, able to step up, get them big shots, and really help the team. And then finally, dominate second half. Unbelievable second half for the Bulls. They were able to step up and say, you know what, these are the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're not a good team. We're going to show you exactly how we play. And that's exactly what they did last night. They were able to get everything going from Joakim Noah to Carlos Boozer to Luol Deng. Everyone, their starters were nailing their shots. The Cavaliers just looked out of it in the second half, and the Bulls took advantage. They won the game, and they were able to step up. So a great job by the Bulls to be able to win it. Once again, they win it 118-92, and now they rest up as they welcome in the Bucks tomorrow night. Every week I have a question to put it on Facebook, Twitter, and our website. We want you, the people's feedback. I'll read them the following Friday. You can also email them to yackinwityoni@yahoo.com. That is the question of the week. This week's question of the week is, what non-local football team has a chance to win the Super Bowl? So that's up to you guys. Now it's time for the newest edition of True or False. And being the unprepared person that I am, I have to go get my true or false things. I have them now. So let's kick it off. It's football or basketball style today. First one is the Lakers will not be in the top 4 seeds. And I'm going to say false. I think they're going to rebound. I think they're going to be able to step up. Even though Dwight Howard right now is hurt, he's going to be out a while. Paul Gasol out indefinitely. I still think this is a very good team. I think the Kobe Bryant's going to be able to nail it together. You also got a bunch of other guys on that team. You got Ron Artest, Meta World Peace. You got Steve Nash. They're going to be able to cope together. They're going to be able to bond together and get some wins. They are going to be in the top 4. Look what happened to Oklahoma City last night. They lost to the Washington Wizards. Next one, Bulls could beat Heat in playoffs without Rose. I am going to say, this is a tough one. I'm going to say false. I think they're going to need Derrick Rose. They did prove it in Miami, but I don't think the Heat. LeBron was 100%. I mean, you take the victory obviously, but you can't be cocky about it. LeBron wasn't 100%. I think the Heat really turned it on for the playoffs. They're one of them teams, just like the Yankees and other teams. They get bored until they get into the playoffs, just like the Lakers do. That's when they turn it on. That's when the Miami Heat turn it on. That's when they're going to win games. And I think that's when you're going to have to watch out for the Heat. But I don't think the Bulls are going to be able to beat them without Rose. Heat and Lakers will not be in finals, meaning either team. I am going to say, once again, false. 3 falses today. I don't think both of them are, I don't think both of them are going to be out. I'm praying to God the Heat don't make it, because that means the Bulls get eliminated, but I think the Bulls, if Derrick Rose is healthy, they're going to put them a run for their money. But if they don't have him, then I think it's going to be questionable, and there's really no one else in the East that I think can hand up to him. So I think if the Bulls are the only team in the way of the Heat. But I think in the Western Conference, you could see the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's a lot more options in the Western Conference than the Lakers. And the Lakers right now, not a challenging team. They're not playing well right now. But like I said, when the playoffs come on, that's when they turn it on. We'll see what happens. But they win. But I think the Heat or the Lakers, one of them will be in the finals. I don't know. I don't think both of them will be, though. That is the newest edition of True or False. Katie brings it better than ever. She dips into the entertainment and gives us some of the big stories going on. That's every Monday on Yackin Wit Yoni. She was off again this week. She'll be back next week for Katie's Corner on Monday and Story Time with Honey, which we've only had one so far. We got to catch up with those. And she has a new story as well coming up. Okay, this is our monthly segment where we always bring up, I go on the town and usually go on the town just to give you a little bit of side thing. It ain't me, it's usually me in the studio and then going out and kind of giving you the thing. I don't really talk on the scene because that ain't how I am. I just like letting them do their thing. Well, today is no different as I went, this was last month, I was able to chance to go to the Lily Lake Resort in Lily Lake, Wisconsin and see an up-and-coming singer. He's been doing this for a long time. It's Jack Hill, and this is my newest edition of Yanni on the Town. For this newest edition of Yanni on the Town, we are heading to Lily Lake, Wisconsin, which is actually in the town of Wheatland. And what we were doing in this episode is we're going to actually go to the bar called the Lily Lake Resort and watch an artist, performer named Jack Hill perform. Just him, and he's really good, so we're going to be looking at that. I just want to give you a little information about Lily Lake, because in our first Yanni on the Town, I didn't give you any information about Antioch or Kenosha. So what we're going to do here is now talk a little bit about Lily Lake. Not much to talk about, just a small town. It's in the town of Wheatland, like I said. It's in Kenosha County, Wisconsin. And also, the population there is 447, so not many people there. And there wasn't that many people there. And this night, let's take a look. So one, two, three, that's what Resort in Lily Lake, Wisconsin. I'm glad you guys could all see that. You saw some crazy people dancing, of course. You saw some good music, so check them guys out as well. But that is the second edition of Yanni on the Town. Great job by Jackie, also Billy. Great job. As they're able to step it up. I'm not sure their upcoming shows. They might be playing, I believe, in Winthrop Harbor / Zion at Stone Creek Grill. But I'm not really sure of any other schedules, so if anyone could keep me posted on that and let me know, it'd be greatly appreciated so I could let everyone know that watches. So that is the newest edition of Yanni on the Town. Do you want to be a guest analyst on Yackin Wit Yoni, either via phone or in studio? Just email me at yackinwityoni@yahoo.com or on Facebook. And we'll work something out. Love to have some people on the show, guest hosts. Nope, doesn't matter what age you are. Now it's time to preview Bucks Suns, and not a breaking story, but earlier this morning it was announced that Scott Skiles, the head coach of Milwaukee Bucks, have been fired. Jim Boylan will actually step up as the head coach for the rest of the season. I don't see this as a good move for the Bucks. I think even though they are at 500, they're starting to fall down. They've lost 4 in a row. I still think they're a good team. I mean, getting to watch them every single game so far this year has just been, or pretty much all year, they've been unbelievable. They've been a fun team to watch. They have been a little scruffy the last couple games. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis are the leaders of this team. But I don't think firing Scott Skiles, he's a defensive coach, but I think there's something behind the scenes that wasn't working. And they pretty much said that they didn't think the way Scott Skiles was, which was a defense coach, was really working and bonding with Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis. So that could be the struggles of what happened, but I think there was something behind the scenes that did it, because he is a very talented coach. I don't think he should have got fired from Chicago either. because he was a very good coach. But on the other side for the Suns, they do have some good guys. They have Louis Scola. They have, they have a couple. They have Shannon Brown, former Los Angeles Lakers. So they have guys. And in the team, they're missing Steve Nash. It's the first year without Steve Nash. They don't look to be making the playoffs this season. So I mean, they're kind of one of the beat-up teams in the Western Conference, but you can't look past them. And the way the Bucks are playing right now, they definitely can't look past them because I think everything's going to be happening. Jim Boylan also filled in as the Bulls head coach when Scott Skiles got fired. So we'll see what happens. But I think this might. We'll see how the Bulls or the Bucks do in this game. But I think when you look at confidence-wise, I don't think their confidence is really high right now. But we'll see how they do for Jim Boylan. That game will be on at 7 o'clock on Fox Sports Wisconsin. Suns and the Bucks. For the Suns then, it don't make sense. They go to Brooklyn, I believe, tomorrow, and then they have to come back to around here. They play Chicago on Saturday. So you probably would rather be in Brooklyn tonight, wouldn't you think? Okay, that is previewing Bucks Suns. Do you want to sponsor Yackin Wit Yoni? Email us at yackinwityoni@yahoo.com and we'll work it out. Love to have a sponsor, as long as you're real. Okay, now it's time for predictions. Last night picked the Bulls to beat the Cavs, got it, so I'm 1-0. Now it's time to look at Bucks Suns for tonight's game, and for tonight's game, I'm going to pick the Bucks. I think they're going to come out with some extra motivation, saying, you know what, our head coach got fired for no reason. I think they're going to come out and play well. So that is, I got Bucks over Suns tonight from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Preview for tomorrow, we're going to recap Bucks Suns, as well as preview Bulls Bucks tomorrow night, and a new addition to the thinking chair and around the MLB. So it's a pretty nice stack going on for the Wednesday show. That'll wrap it up here for this January the 8th edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I'm Ryan Yanashada saying this is, and forever will be, one guy, one show, enough said.